under Cheryl Reeve. Taking a look at the starting lineup, Lasia Clarendon is one of those vets coming off a career-high game against the Liberty with 25 points at the time. There's a good look at Carlton, number 6 in blue, as we're underway.
Open things up, and then you'll see them then drive to the paint.
Collier with the touch as she takes it down. The future of this Minnesota Lynx team. Clarendon.
Kind of player that Cheryl Reeve has in Nafisa Collier.
And is it something about perhaps the UConn system with Gino Auriemma that continues to produce their ball movement? Odom thought about it. Stripped away. Nice defense there from Lexi Brown. And Brown nearly gave it up. Daunton says, give it to me one more time. She leads of the season. And a 7-2 lead now for Minnesota.
I asked Cheryl Reeve, what are they going to have to do in the absence?
Kia Nurse handling the ball for New York. Finds Odom again. And
talking about a player taking advantage of an opportunity to start. Since she's been into the starting lineup for the Liberty, her confidence just continues to grow. Nay Odom just attacking. She's got tremendous length, a size advantage over Lexi Brown. And then again, Nafisa Collier coaches, if the shots weren't falling, they would change the system and go, we don't have the shooters. He has demonstrated, he's got the belief in his players and their shooting percentage in the last 4 games. Smith was let go from the New York Liberty. Cheryl Reeve went and got her, and she said the first thing she said to her is, this opportunity will come.
Jeanette Pearson, Rebecca Brunson also a part of that. Off the steal, Minnesota looking for points. Lexi Brown let it fly, and it's good. She returned after a couple of games missed due to concussion protocol. Kia Nurse tracking down that rebound.
Played against the top 6. Seattle's 4-0. Las Vegas is 2-2. LA was 2-3. Minnesota was 1-3. You see Nafisa Collier posting up. Really, she's trying to fill the shoes of Sylvia Fowles inside.
Doing through the talking. Find Collier again, this time matched up against Joyner Holmes, benching staff for Minnesota.
Well, she's a swing player, and another coach on that coaching staff, Lynette Pearson, who played that swing position for the
bucket for Jocelyn Willoughby. As we mentioned, this team is stacked with rookies. Willoughby is one of them, first year out of Virginia. Our teammates
waiting for the breakout game for Odyssey Sims. This is just her 2nd game back, but it's because she can, this is a good start for the Minnesota Lynx. They have had a tendency to get off to a slow start, not today.
You see what Collier can bring to the floor, the up and under, the ball handling skills of Collier. Your coaching hat kept Carolyn. I mean, how do you defend her? What do you do?
Can't let her catch it. That's the biggest thing. Can't score without the engine. Make somebody else beat you.
Kylie Shook, nice. Trying to go.
I love Joyner Holmes' game. Oh, there you go. I just want her to get more.
On that last 3, helps the Liberty to draw within 4. You talk about the handles of Joyner Holmes.
She knew that she was only going to be with the Atlanta Dream temporarily until Glory Johnson was able to get with the team. She stayed.
Field, who has been able to run this offense to help
from behind, and it was that 4th quarter. It's a good finish by Dantas inside, but
Minnesota stretching this lead out. And
Amanda Zowie B is a player from the three-point line. The New York Liberty really need to continue to keep that stroke of the Minnesota Lynx.
As you mentioned, the staple of Cheryl Reeves' team. The Minnesota Lynx does a very good job in turning teams over, but they have taken advantage and plus 13. Dantas finds Collier. Collier with the three, the contested three from the Nafisa Collier.
After the double team inside on Dantas, she finds Nafisa Collier. She knocks down the three, and as she runs down and looks at the, how about that shimmy?
Collier with the ball, and again, we talked about how would this team.
For our next guest, it's Dame Dollar, y'all. Give it up for. Would you
in the playoffs, and they won.
Yep.
So now next they will face the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, he had 31 points today in the play-in game against the Memphis Grizzlies. And Dame Dollar has just been on a digits now with 11 points. Minnesota shooting 50% from the field while limited forever. And I just want you to know that I appreciate you bringing it back into the rotation.
Hey, look, you're telling your age, you recognize that, what I was talking about.
She can do whatever is needed for her team. And their defensive player of the year in this league was fouls. Stepping up in the absence of others.
And this is how New York wants to play. They want to get a piece of the paint, so that's instant cred. The players are going to listen to these women because they've been there, done that. So makes you feel like you're at home anyway. Game. But in talking about the home court, talked to a couple of the Chicago players, and they said before the game, they do show your home hype film. That can get you going, get you ready to play. Confidence at this level in the WNBA.
Yeah, again, I think you go back to just the importance of the staff, right? I mean, you think about 4 months ago, and looks like she's in terrific shape. Sims, but, you know, it looks like McCall fits right in with what Minnesota has done throughout the years. Really one of the
what they've heard, they know, they feel, they understand what they are standing for.
I know it's been a topic of conversation all throughout this global pandemic, and especially since returning to the Wumble, this needle forward in the conversation for social justice.
It's Ray Stevens of the Chicago Sky. That's how she starts every. Asia Wilson, Dewana Bonner. I mean, you can go on every team. Every night you turn it on, you're going to say, wow, at some point during those 4 quarters.
Right.
Temperature went up at halftime, and she really got after her team. And
They will have had in the conversation as contenders for the WNBA title.
Don't say that around James Wade. He don't want to talk about contending.
Meanwhile, Crystal Dangerfield,
we're at home, and these women have put on a great show.
to get, you know, a Carolyn cam. You know, so they could see your reactions and your expressions. Because they are oftentimes just like priceless. As Herbert Harrigan says, let me do a little heat check.
That's what she needs. I think more experience in that success, because she could be crucial down the stretch, especially if it takes a while for Sylvia Fowles to get back. The Minnesota Lynx are going to need Kiki Herbert Harrigan to step up.
Competitive, but perhaps Minnesota has just been an Achilles heel for the Liberty this season, because in their first meeting it was a shooting 51% from the floor. That came in with high expectations as the Sky was retired in the second round of the playoffs.
All through up top, you know that shot's going to be money.
When you say flick of the wrist, you have to say
by the Minnesota Lynx.
Well, they won by 26 in their first meeting, and here a dominating 30-point win over New York.